Good morning, people of the world. Welcome to the Morning Buzz here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Monday edition, aka the CDCC, aka Cam's Daycare Center. Joined in studio with me is my co-host Joe Vargas, our newscaster Ali Arario,
Hello.
and our events coordinator Cassandra DiFario.
Hey.
How you guys doing this morning?
Great. I'm so tired.
More energy. We need some more energy. We can bring the juice up. Let's go. Hey.
Woo!
Woo.
Honestly, though, I need to be pumped up.
So here's the thing. We have a lot of things to talk about this first hour. We got way too much to talk about. I can't even ramble on. But Allie, how would you do your newscast real quick?
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. My name is Ali Arario, and on this beautiful Monday, I am joining you from 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. In national news, early Friday morning, the Fern Hollow Bridge collapsed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, injuring at least 10 people. The bridge collapsed a few hours before President Joe Biden was supposed to visit the city, prompting him to visit the site of the collapsed bridge. Thankfully, none of the 10 individuals who were injured had life-threatening injuries, although 3 of them had to be hospitalized. The cause of the collapse is currently unknown. However, the bridge was listed in poor condition according to the National Bridge Inventory. In regional news, it's no secret that a powerful nor'easter hit the East Coast from early Friday morning through late Saturday evening. New Jersey was one of the many states who was affected by the storm, more specifically South Jersey. At times, Atlantic City got more than 2 inches of snow per hour, and there were winds ranging from 60 to 70 miles per hour that were reported along the East Coast. For the most part, roads throughout the state have been cleared, and the snow will most likely melt towards the end of this week, with temperatures predicted to be in the low 50s. In local news, there's going to be an escape room at the Student Recreation Center this Saturday night from 6:30 until 9:30. This event is open to Montclair State University students, and students must sign up prior to the event for a time slot. Lastly, for some weather, it is currently 13 degrees outside, so be sure to grab a winter coat. Today has a high of 29 and a low of 14, and it's going to be mostly clear throughout the day. Hang on tight, because on Wednesday, we are going to start to see temperatures rise through Friday. Thank you, and back to you, Cam.
You know what I'm most excited for this entire thing?
What?
The weather.
The weather.
It's been way too long since the weather has been warm.
Really, though.
Like, the last time the weather has been warm was what? I have no idea.
Probably before we went on a break.
Probably.
Mhm.
But you know what else I'm excited for?
What?
Sports.
Ooh,
Yes.
let's go.
So, we're gonna start off with a little bit of on this day. On this day in 1993, the Dallas Cowboys took on the 3-time defending American Football Conference champion Buffalo Bills. Troy Aikman lit up the sky, throwing for 273 yards and 4 touchdowns. But this game is more famous for a Leon Lett fumbling the football, trying to score a touchdown, but it wouldn't matter anyway. The Cowboys won this game 52-17. This was also the last big game played in the greater Los Angeles area until now. And the representative for one side, the American Football Conference, was decided yesterday. The Cincinnati Bengals headed to Arrowhead to take on the 2-time defending AFC champions, Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and company got out to a furious start, scoring at will against the Bengals defense. Up 21-10 with 3 seconds left at the 1-yard line, the Chiefs attempted to put it away before the half ended. However, Tyreek Hill was stopped short of the goal line by none other than Eli Apple. Then the Bengals proceeded to score 14 unanswered points, going up 24-21 with Joe Shiesty at the helm. He led 3 scoring drives. However, the Bengals could not do the thing and put the Chiefs away for good. The Chiefs were driving late when Patrick Mahomes took a huge loss and set up a game-tying field goal for Harrison Butker to send it to overtime. And as much as the whole NFL Twitter world was going crazy that it was going to be decided by a coin toss, the Chiefs got stopped. Von Bell had an interception. It was the last time the Chiefs saw the ball. And Evan McPherson field goal sent the Bengals to the big game for the first time since January 22nd, 1989. Their opponent in that game was the San Francisco 49ers, who took on the Rams yesterday in the NFC Championship, but we'll get to that later. Speaking of football, that Rams team might have knocked out, and here's our first story right here. The Rams team that played yesterday played this guy named Tom Brady. Tom Brady's this all-time great, all-time legend. However, he retired, or has he? Coming off a loss in the playoffs to the Rams, legendary quarterback Tom Brady has been rumored to be mulling retirement. ESPN's Adam Schefter first reported Brady's retirement, citing an undefined source. Brady's company, TB12, even posted a tweet indicating that he's retiring. Heartfelt reactions came around the world congratulating Brady on his career. Even the NFL's Twitter account posted a series of congratulatory posts. But this mega story comes with controversy. Of course, Brady's retirement couldn't be drama-free. A few hours after ESPN and the world ran the story, Brady apparently told Tampa Bay Buccaneers he hasn't made up his mind. Brady is said to have talks with head coach Bruce Arians and GM Jason Licht and told them adamantly that he has not made up his mind on retirement. Despite all this, ESPN has continued to run the story as if it was true, which leads to this journalism question. Is it truly about news, or is it a race to be first with the story?
That's interesting. Because, like, yeah, I think a lot of times it is to be the first one to the story and, like, not care about, like, what's true or not. Just be the first one to get it out there.
I think going off of that, like, nowadays you see that news outlets more so don't really care about the factuality of their stories and what news that they're reporting to everybody. It's just more so who can get it out first or who can make it the most interesting or maybe appeal to the audience more. So I think it's very interesting to see how many people, because I mean, for me, somebody who's not even involved in football, doesn't really know anything about football, just seeing like this all over the news, whereas he hasn't even made up his mind yet, but it's been everywhere over the past like day or so.
Yeah.
It kind of, well, sorry,
go on.
say your point.
No, because like I don't really follow football, but like Tom Brady is a big name, and like to like supposedly hear that he retired, it is a big deal, and like the fact that it might not even be true, it's interesting, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we're gonna forget football for a complete second, and we're just gonna talk about something else that occurred with trying to get the story out first. Back on January 26, 2020, Kobe Bryant passed away in a helicopter crash, and there are many news articles that said that it was Kobe that passed away, but there are many journalists that said it was Kobe and his entire family, Kobe and his daughters, Kobe and some of his former teammates, and we didn't know which was true because you've seen all these different news sources, everyone trying to cover the event. However, it's just a matter of who can we really trust. And I think that if you get a big news story like that, trying to being the first one to report it is huge. I made this mistake on my show on Saturday, the Coach's Playbook here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. I kind of said that Brady was retiring as I was going along with the story. Yeah, I didn't see any facts. I checked Tom Brady's Instagram page, his Twitter page, looked at everything, trying to make sure that it was true. However, I didn't see anything, but I still reported it, and I feel as though that the world got cheated out of trying to get a good story. But the world got cheated out of true news, and that's the issue that we have modern day. Mm-hmm. And I feel as though that getting fed poor news is it's kind of it's poisonous to the modern society. Following a protest of Spotify, Neil Young over the spread of the COVID-19 vaccine information, the music streaming service said that they will add content advisories before podcasts discussing the virus. Spotify chief executive Daniel Ek shared the new rules for Spotify podcasts following the backlash caused by Neil Young, who had his music removed from Spotify after they declined to get rid of episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience, which has been criticized for spreading virus misinformation. Ek added the quote, "Personally, there are plenty of individuals and views on Spotify that I disagree with strongly. It is important to me that we don't take the position of being content censor while also making sure that there are rules in place and consequences for those who violate them." Ek also added that the advisories will link Spotify fact-based COVID-19 hub and what he described as a new effort to combat misinformation. It will roll out in the coming days. It also should be noted that Ek never mentioned Neil Young or Joe Rogan. First of all, that's a smart plan right there to not even mention the two, not even bring those two up, because those two are right now the most controversial figures in 2022. Just agree or disagree?
I'm not sure what's happened with them, to be honest.
Well, so, to my understanding, from what I've heard, because I've been looking a little bit into this, so Joe Rogan has a podcast on Spotify where he talks about COVID, but it's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of faulty information. Doesn't really have any evidence to back his information up. And so a lot of people have been protesting against it, saying that it should be taken off of Spotify because it is not factual. There's multiple points that haven't been factual. And so in response to this now, since Spotify is not taking it down, a lot of individuals are taking their music off of the Spotify platform in like rebellion, I guess is the right word. And in response to that, so Neil Young is doing it, and there's somebody else who's doing it. I forgot her name. I like know who I don't know. It's at the top of my head, but there's another pretty well-known artist who's also doing it. And yeah.
I think what it is really is because Joe Rogan has made he has like basically a lifetime lock with Spotify. He makes a lot of money for Spotify, and I think what they're seeing as they're taking the side of money instead of trying to be there for the masses. Joni Mitchell, by the way, is who it is. That's according to Spice Boy Isaiah. But they're seeing it as a way that Spotify is choosing money over facts, and it's kind of throwing a curveball to a lot of people and not allowing them to really trust what Spotify is doing. As they say, like that's kind of what Spotify is. But what's the crazy part about it?
What?
They're not, this is a capitalistic idea of how they are doing it for money, yet Spotify is not even based out of America.
Oh, really?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Spotify is a German-owned company, which I will double check right now.
And as you do that, I would also like to add that from Spice by Isaiah over in the office. Spotify they already paid $100 million for exclusive streaming rights, and I think that's referring to
the Joe Rogan podcast.
The Joe Rogan podcast.
And
that's a lot of money.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
$100 million. That's just a casual thing that you don't just drop down every day.
Also, I just saw it. It's not Germany. It's Stockholm, Sweden.
Mm.
But still to come out of a capitalistic ideal coming out of Sweden is it's still crazy.
Yeah, and especially like what's the story before like spreading like be first one to report it even if it's not true, and like here like what Joe Rogan's saying apparently not true, and like I think it needs to be better looked at because we can't afford to be spreading misinformation, especially with something so serious.
I honestly don't think Spotify is going to do anything about it. I mean, I obviously could be wrong, but for me personally, like I think because they have so much money invested in it that they would be losing so much if they were to get rid of it or end it. But I honestly think there's going to be a lot more controversy surrounding it, and I think a lot more artists are going to, follow Neil Young and kind of take a stand against Spotify. And I think it's definitely going to be very interesting to see what happens with some artists and how they feel about it, and if they decide to pull their music, and how Spotify kind of combats to that.
Well, I just saw something that Joe Rogan posted something on Instagram yesterday that he apologized to Spotify and half apologized to Neil Young and Joni Mitchell over the COVID-19 misinformation. But that's according to Business Insider. But that's just really, it's just absurd to see this whole situation play out. And I understand that you don't want to lose. You don't want to. It's one thing that this is what you do. Like you just do it for views, as the Joe Rogan podcast really is, and everyone knows who Joe Rogan is. But it's another thing to try to misspread information and make people just generally confused about what's going on. And these are my opinions, not the opinions I say don't reflect the station, but that's just absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all the damages that were done to those who have been that have seen it is crazy. And welcome back to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Morning Buzz, and the song you just heard was "Just Hold On, We're Going Home" by Drake. It's an absolute banger. Speaking of bangers, we got some bangers of questions. And this segment
I'm loving your transitions today.
The segues are immaculate.
Oh, well, I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but what we just got back from listening to Alex say some craziness, but that's beside the point. But am I wrong though? All right, then. Good answer. But on this one, this is Ask the Buzz. a segment where we find questions online or from viewers and we answer them. The first question is this: you just won the lottery. What is the first thing you buy, and do you quit your job? Joe, you go first.
Well, I work with my dad, so I think I'm legally obligated to say that I wouldn't quit my job. But the first thing I would like, I want to say Goat Simulator just for the memes, but I'm not. The first thing I would buy is probably finishing off my student loans, because those are fun. And then after that, I probably like, but I don't. What would I like if there's like a specific thing I would buy? This
All right,
skip, please.
We're gonna rephrase it. It's a $200 million lottery you just won.
Thank you for putting a price on it. That makes it
It makes it 200 million.
Yep.
How much money is that?
A lot.
more than any of us, all of us have probably seen combined.
Yeah, I believe it.
So thank you so much for putting a limit on it. I'd probably like buy a really nice, this is gonna sound like cheesy or whatever, but I don't care. I'd probably buy like a really nice house somewhere warm, like somewhere like right in the, I don't want to say the middle, but like somewhere like where it gets like super warm sometimes, but like it gets just the right amount of cold. I'd buy like a really nice house so I could like bring me and my family like there, and like kind of like really nice house and have all that like yeah.
That's nice.
That was a convoluted way of explaining it, but yeah.
Cassandra, how about you?
Well, I don't think I would quit my job because I mean 200, that's a lot of money. But I don't know. Like I just feel like that I want some stability in my life, because what if that 200 million gets stolen or something?
Okay. If that gets stolen, you have bigger issues than
I mean, that's true.
Yes. If you somehow get 200 million stolen, that's
I should have spent the money on security then. I don't think I would quit my job though. I don't know what I would buy. I think I would buy a house. Like, you know, like I not like anything big, like something that I just need. I don't know. I don't want to blow my money.
Ali, how about you?
I would probably start with putting aside however much money I need to finish the rest of my education, just so like I have that squared away.
Mhm.
But I mean, it really wouldn't make, like, in the grand scheme of things, like with $200 million, like it really wouldn't make that much of a dent. So I don't really know. I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of money. You could do so much with that. I'd say maybe, I don't know. This sounds a little selfish, but probably go on a cruise with my family. I love cruises. I think they're so much fun. And then buy a hot tub, because I really want a hot tub.
A hot tub?
Yes, I want a hot tub so bad.
Okay, not for me.
Yeah, I was about to say, Cam, but
This can be so mean to me today.
no, this is for
I'm
him.
sorry that I like a game about goats, okay?
I'm trying to think. What would I buy? If I had $200 million, would I quit my job? No. Why? Two reasons. One, I don't have a stable job. And you know, when I do have a job, I work at the Democracy Athletic Department, and I love that job. And on another one of my jobs that I do, I'm a referee. They're both fun gigs. However, $200 million is a lot of money. You guys talking about you know, the education. Man, forget that. I got $200 million. I'll be all right. $200 million. If I got $200 million, I'll buy it. First thing I'm buying, I'm not getting a house. I'm not buying a house first thing I'm buying. So what do we think? Let's think the first thing I'm gonna buy.
I don't know.
Probably a car.
A
Sports
football team.
Yeah.
Or it's like a straight up full on team.
No. I got a sound effect for it. I gotta find it.
Of course you have a sound.
Of course. Why would I don't know why we're surprised at this point that he wouldn't have
I'm loving it though.
I am loving it.
Where is it? Where is it? Where
You
is
don't
it?
have your sound effects ready.
Oh, listen, I did not think that. I don't.
You had so much time to prep for this and yet you didn't.
Yo.
Dang.
Can you like relax?
I know. Somebody else coming in from Spice by Isaiah in the office.
Yo, all right, but that's the point. So what I'm going to get is not one.
I can't wait to hear the sound effects.
This better
I
be
cannot
worth it,
find
Cam.
I cannot find the sound effect. It's too late. It's already
Was not worth it.
fat L's, all fat L's.
So many fat L's coming from Spice by
Isaiah, it's not a bad idea. Especially Isaiah is saying an Iron Man replica. No, even bigger than that.
What?
Even bigger than that. I'm buying a tiger.
A tiger.
A tiger.
Okay.
Why?
I feel like we need to switch seats
We're gonna
because now
keep a
you're
tiger.
being the Joe.
I'm buying it. Nice.
You're welcome.
I'm buying a tiger. No, forget the tiger. I'm buying a bear. Why a bear? Because bears are fair animal. There's my spirit animals. Isaiah's giving me all the else in the world. I don't care. I'm buying a bear. I am
But-
getting a bear
Why would you buy a bear when you could just get one from the wild?
because it's a domesticated bear. If I buy a bear, the bear is gonna be lit.
What bears are domesticated other than like zoos?
The
Most
only
people
bears that
never
are
really
domesticated are
do.
the ones that you build.
What?
Build a
Nice.
bear.
Build a bear.
Build a bear, yes.
Oh,
But here's
that
the
was
thing:
good.
if I buy a bear, I will buy it for the right training, and the bear will be lit.
This has the same energy as Ali defending her goat game.
Yes.
But this is different because
No, it's
Except
not.
no, it's
yes,
not.
it is. The bears are cooler. Bears are so much cooler than the goat
Do
game.
you have a specific bear in mind?
A grizzly bear.
A grizzly bear.
You know why?
Why?
I don't know. But here's the
I
thing:
love
if
the
I got-
energy from it.
if I got a grizzly bear, first of all, we big each other. That's big homie right there. Respectfully. As I
Thank you
said,
so much, Isaiah. Thank
that's
you
what I'm
so
getting-
much.
I'm
For
getting
those of
so-
you who can't see,
I'm being
Isaiah has shared his screen, and now there's just a big red L on the screen.
I'm getting so many L's right now, so much hate, but you know what? I don't care. I'm buying a bear. We're moving on. Next question.
Thank God.
Here we go. Relax. A friendly alien appears in your kitchen or dorm and asks you for something to eat. What would you give them and why? How about this? How about I start this off?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay,
Let's see
so-
let's see what insanity you get into now.
So an alien comes to the crib, right? The
Yes.
first thing I'm getting him olives.
Olives?
Ew.
That's
Like, wait, green olives or like black olives?
Olives. Doesn't matter which ones. I don't
Olives are disgusting.
exactly. He's eating he's eating the olives up. Like take the olives. I don't care. Scram. You didn't touch my good food.
Why do you have olives? We don't like them.
Oh, because I have friends that also buy food.
Oh, okay.
You know-
Eat your
So you're giving
friend's
them,
food?
you're giving the alien your friend's food.
Exactly.
We love that.
Okay.
Oh, exactly. Here's the thing. First of all, I'm the one that does all the cooking. So like I'm the one who needs all the kitchen space. So respectfully, they could suffer. But that's the point. How about reverse it? LA.
Peanut butter.
What?
I love peanut butter.
But you're gonna but you're gonna, that's the exact reason why I would not give him peanut butter.
Okay, but here's the thing. Everybody should have the experience of trying peanut butter.
No.
Except for people who are allergic. I don't condone that.
that
If
is
you are
that,
We just need
allergic,
to make that
don't try
clear.
peanut butter. However, I feel like the aliens should try peanut butter because
Crunchy or
you're looking for
smooth?
a sound effect. I can
Yeah,
already see you.
this is the important question. Crunchy or creamy?
What? Are you? No, you have.
don't know.
There's a
I
right. No, there's a right.
There's
answer.
a right
There's
answer to
answer.
this.
There's a right answer.
Creamy.
Okay, that's valid. Okay.
pass.
I don't know.
Did I pass the test?
Yeah,
Oh my
you
gosh,
were-
that was
you were about to get-
stressful.
You
Okay,
What?
Isaiah did make a fair point that if the alien is allergic to peanut butter, then I killed it. However,
Is that your
I
plan all
think
along?
maybe it's a death that's worth it. You know?
What?
Death by
Like, that's my peanut butter.
I mean, I don't
Yo,
know.
please write this down. in
Your
the code
last
book.
moments would be eating peanut butter. I mean, how much better can
Who
that
wouldn't wanna
get?
go like
I need to
that?
stop talking.
Yo,
Sandra!
that's a good idea, Holly.
What would you
Basically-
feed him?
I think those really like you see at like fairs or something, like those big like I saw it once. It was like a donut with a burger in it and like
What?
bacon. It looked really disgusting. I want to see how it would react to that. I just want to
That's how it's gonna react.
yeah.
If you know where that sounds from, Roblox. That means you died.
Is it gonna like poof off?
So we
I'm
got an oof
curious.
from Allie, an oof from and an oof from Cassandra.
I don't know. I never tried one. I don't want to try one. I wanted to give it a review for me, just to see how like what it is, because it doesn't look appetizing.
Yo, you out here trying to kill ET? Like, what's good? All right, Joe, please say the
See, I'm gonna go with a more like normal and not insane answer. I'm gonna go with like a really nice bowl of ramen.
a bowl of ramen.
A really like a really nice bowl. Like it's got like the ham, it's got like the white like
Ham?
The
it's got-
Studio Ghibli.
like the studio. It's like this. I need this ramen to look like it came out of a Studio Ghibli movie. That's the
Nice of you.
that's the level of like the level of good ramen that I want to come out of this.
Ali and I like out here killing aliens.
Yes.
Joe treating them.
Okay, but if they're not allergic to peanut butter, then it's gonna be the best experience of their
Okay,
life.
Oh my
my
God.
head is killing me right now.
This is
Cam, what would you?
this
feed
is too
them?
much for 8:29
I
in the
said the olives
morning.
already. Oh no, this is not enough for 29.
But how are you any better than us if you picked olives?
Because I don't like olives. I'm not sure. I'm not sure my good eats the alien. Come on now, I'm stingy. You should know this, like respectfully.
I want maybe grilled cheese. It's simple.
That's a valid answer. That's a
Very
valid
valid.
answer.
Thank you.
What about that grilled cheese off the stop? Like, what is this? Anyway, what is the most disturbing FCC safe thing you have seen or heard?
I don't know.
Let me go first. 'Cause I actually
Okay.
have a something that was said actually live on air.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I believe it was Mr. Ben Petrick and Mr. Kenny Horn, where they were talking about something, and they were talking about sucking toes, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was listening for that one.
Wait,
Yep.
what?
Yeah, there's
Yep, that happened. That very much happened.
So all I gotta say with that is
Stop it. Get some help.
Yep.
respectfully, but that's highly concerning in a way.
Extremely.
That's my answer. What about you guys?
And
I have not experienced anything, so I can't really answer to that.
Me neither. Not on the level of that. Anyways.
I didn't see this in person, but I was sent a video of a seagull exploding.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Ew.
Yeah. That was fun.
How do you?
Kind of
A seagull
scary.
exploding is crazy.
I'm
Kind of
imagining it
scary,
now,
but
and I
also
hate it.
like, just casual thing that you send your friends on a random Tuesday afternoon.
Was it like a long video or is it like a GIF?
No, it was like a solid like 30-second video. Just like a
What?
seagull like flying and then out of nowhere to just just
Poofs.
Fatality.
yes.
And Joe got that video, and next thing you know, he just hears like
It wasn't me though. It was sent to me.
Insert Roblox death noise.
Yes.
so
insane.
like, you just hear it, and then next thing like how happened to the seagull. But the seagull one.
You have I feel like you have this sound effect library memorized at this point.
I won't say all that. But an Oculus man has been arrested after police said he was caught in the act of stealing a woman's driveway. Just one day after the woman reported a similar theft, officials say that Anthony Jones, 6-year-old man who does not live at the home near the crime scene, was seen removing brick paving stones. Jones told authorities that he was moving stones for a friend named Nigel, but he did not provide a last name or a phone number for Nigel. According to the deputies, the homeowner felt a bump when she drove onto her driveway the night before. When she got out of her vehicle and discovered about 300 square feet of stones were missing. A witness told deputies about seeing 2 men digging up stones, but the activity did not seem suspicious because construction workers were building a barn on the property. The next night, around the same time, someone spotted more stones being stolen from the same driveway. Police said Stones Jones loaded about 50 stones into a truck. The victim says she believes that Stones Jones is the same person who's digging up her driveway on both occasions. Is that his name? Not one bit, but Stones Jones just sounds cool.
It does.
It does sound really cool.
It makes a little bit more sense getting more like of the background information, because when I read like the heading, I was like imagining somebody taking like a blacktop driveway and just full on just picking it up and moving it.
See, that's what I thought of too. And I'm like, how do you steal a driveway? But
No. Forget all that. How big is this driveway? That is 300 square feet. How big is this driveway?
It's got to be big.
300 square feet.
This feels like the Walmart story from last week.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same level of insanity.
1 mile is 300 square feet.
What?
That's crazy.
This driveway.
How
You're
big is this
you're
stinking
telling me
driveway?
that this driveway is over a mile in square footage.
Oh my gosh. It's the fact that this person took their time out to steal the bricks.
And like, what did he do with like what?
He's building a
don't-
house.
I mean,
I don't know
maybe.
what he could like do with a bunch of bricks that from like.
It's just so crazy.
Okay, but also how poorly
That's just a lot.
installed were these bricks?
No, forget all that. You know this is the story's from
Where?
Florida.
Of course. it's
that
Florida,
that
man.
explains
Anything happens.
everything.
It's connecting now.
Well, here's the thing. First off, what? No, you don't steal bricks. Not once, but twice on back-to-back nights. Are you kidding me?
Need to come back.
That is absolute insanity.
But honestly, I gotta say one thing though.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Like, who would think steal bricks? Like, that's genius. Just kidding.
No,
Like-
not really. I was gonna say not at
I
all.
wonder how long it took him to like get that. Because I mean, 1 mile's a lot, and the fact that he covered it over 2 nights is a little bit.
No, but
It's a
I
little-
thought he said that. I thought it said that the 300 square foot was the first night.
It is.
Yeah.
What?
So
Yeah,
he got
Yeah,
rid
because
of
it says
a
the night.
mile.
Wait, so this person's driveway is more than 1 mile?
So you need to tell me this.
Well, you
So,
said 300 square feet is a mile, so I'm assuming it's more.
first of all,
Yes, Cam.
bro stole a mile of driveway in one night.
Mhm.
Bro got there with one of his boys and said, "All right, let's go dig some stones."
That bro was probably Nigel.
Yeah, bro, but brother Nigel, it was brother Stones and brother Nigel came up to each other and said, "All right, bet." And the next thing you know,
A few moments later.
they steal 300 square feet of driveway. What? How you do that? How you do that?
Why?
This is like some Minecraft-esque, picking of items.
Just pickaxe.
Like a survival mode. and
Like
to go
silk touch-
steal someone
He's-
Like,
else's.
what is that?
This man griefed in real life.
Like, this is crazy.
He had to get that stone
It
cobblestone.
was a 2-man job too.
See, this was a 2-man job.
They
Like-
said we need to come back.
Oh, I saw. I just was listening. I was just looking at it. Stones Jones was charged with grand theft.
As he
Uh,
should.
As he
be,
should.
rightfully.
I mean, listen.
Like rightfully so.
I mean, did he deserve it?
yes,
Probably.
100%.
Wait. In the article it says, I guess the person who owned the driveway, and she quote, they asked me if I give the permission to take the papers, and I said no, end quote.
Oh no, there's another quote down here. It says, "Quote: I have no doubt." He matched the description. He was doing the same thing. I can't imagine someone else saying, "Hey, look, someone took up a bunch of these pavers. Let's go get some others that are covered with the dirt and covered with the grass. Let's grab those." End quotes.
I'm crying.
Like,
This is
This is absolute insanity.
and Sandy's not the right word to say.
What is the right word to say?
I
there?
have no idea. But
Out of our
we want to talk about some more crazy things that go on.
Yes.